In this video, I'm going to demonstrate question 16 from page 61. Okay, from page 61. Okay, so basically this question, we have this company over here called Household Products that manufactures kettles and irons. So basically this company is a multi-product company. So when we calculate the break-even point, you must be very aware that this is a multi-product company and you need to find out the sales mix to find the weighted average contribution margin. Okay, so the business is making a profit. Okay, so the business made a profit of 18,000. They made a profit of 18,000 for the year ended 30th June 2019. So these are the information. So this is the existing information that they have over here. So they are manufacturing two stuff. They are selling two stuff. One is kettle, one is iron. So it's a multi-product company. And the sales mix is given. Kettle 80%, irons 20%. Selling price is given as well. And variable expense is given as well. Okay. So the combined break-even point for this business currently is 1680 units. Okay, approximately. And the fixed expense is 42,000 per year. Okay, so they have a new sales mix over here. So Household Products would like to change its sales mix. They plan to change its sales mix for the year ended 30th June 2020. So this accounting period haven't happened yet, but they plan to change the sales mix into 90% and 10%, which means that they are going to sell more kettles than the irons. Okay, before that is 80-20. Now it's 90-10. Okay, so they are going to sell more kettles this time. And the estimated sales volume is 2160 and 240 for irons. Okay, so the selling price of each product, variable expense, fixed expense, will remain unchanged. So we are going to use the same selling price, same variable expense, same fixed expenses. Okay, so what effect is likely to change on the break-even point? So they're asking you to find out the new break-even point and tell me what is the changes, okay, in break-even point and what are the changes in the profit. So you're going to find the new break-even point and the new profit. Very simple. Now we are going to find the new break-even point. So in order to find the new break-even point, we need to find the new WACM. In order to find the new WACM, we need to find the new sales mix. Step 1, find new sales mix. Your new sales mix is given. So your new sales mix is over here, which is 90% and 10%. 90% for kettles, 10% for irons. Okay, so the next step, since you already got your sales mix, step number 1, find your sales mix. Step number 2, you need to find your contribution margin. You have to find your contribution margin. Step 2, you have to find contribution margin for each product. Okay, you have to find contribution margin for each product. So you have two products over here. So number 1, you have kettle. I put it as K. And number 2, you have irons. I put it as I. Okay, you have kettles and irons. So how to find the contribution margin? Contribution margin equals to selling price minus your variable cost. So the selling price for kettle is 68, irons is 31. So it's 68 and 31. And the variable cost for kettles is 40 and 18. So you put in 40 and 18. Okay. So 68 minus 40, you will get 28. So the contribution margin for kettle is 28. The contribution margin for irons is $13. Okay. So once you find out your contribution margin, you need to find your WACM. You need to find your weighted average contribution margin per unit. So you are going to take your contribution margin times by your sales mix, okay, which is in percentage. So your new sales mix that you have over here is 90% and 10%. So you put in 90% for kettle and 10% for iron. Okay, make sure you use the correct sales mix. If you use the wrong sales mix, you get the figure wrong. Okay, so $28 times by 90%, you will get $25.20. And $13 times by 10%, you will get $1.30. You have to add these two up. Okay, add these two figures up. You will get your weighted average contribution margin, which is also equals to $25.20 plus $1.30. You will get $26.50. So your weighted average contribution margin equals to $26.50. Okay. Now, once you manage to get your weighted average contribution margin, you have to find your combined break-even point in units. So your combined break-even point in units equals to fixed expense divided by your WACM. Fixed expenses divided by weighted average contribution margin. Your fixed expense, as the question said, it remains the same. So look at your fixed expense. Your fixed expense is 42,000 per year. So you get 42,000 divided by weighted average contribution margin, which is $26.50 that we have calculated earlier. You will get 42,000 divided by $26.50. You will get 1584.9056. Okay, so it's approximately 1585 units. For break-even point, you must always round up to the next figure. You cannot round down. You must always round up to the next figure. So your combined break-even point in units equals to 1585 units. Okay. So once you are done with this, they ask you for the profit that they made. Okay. They ask you how much is the new profit that they made by the business. Okay. So very simple. How to find your profit? Profit equals to revenue minus variable expense minus fixed expense. So your revenue equals to selling price times by your quantity minus your variable expense times by your quantity minus fixed expense. But remember, we have two products here. Okay, so how to find your profit? So the easiest way of doing this is to use the, we should use the table approach. Okay, so we have cattle, we have iron. Okay, selling price for cattle is 68. Selling price for cattle is 68 and selling price for iron is 31. Okay, so it's 68 and 31. Okay, so, and you know the quantity for cattle. Okay, quantity for cattle is 2160, quantity which is the sales volume, yeah, 2160, and for iron is 240, 2160 and 240. So times with the quantity, 2160, 240. Okay, so your total revenue equals to selling price times by quantity. You will get 68 times by 2160. You will get 146880, and then you have to add with the revenue that you get from iron. So 31 times by 240, you will get 7440. So altogether you will get 146880. You will get 154320. So you have to take 146880 plus your 7440. You will get 154320. So this is your total revenue. Okay. Now we already calculated this part over here. Okay. This figure over here is actually, we can take the figure from here. Okay. The next one we need to calculate is, we need to calculate this part. we need to calculate the total variable expense that we have. Okay, so how to find the total variable expense? Same thing, you have cattle and irons. Okay, cattle and irons, and the variable expense for cattle is 40, variable expense for irons is 18. So it's 40 and 18. Okay, same thing, you have to times with the quantity. So quantity is still the same, 2160, 240 for irons. Okay, so times this up together. 40 times by 2160, you will get 86,400, and then you have to add with your 18 times by 240, which is 4320. So your total variable expenses equals to 4320 plus 86,400. So you will get 90,720. So this is your total variable expenses. Okay, this is your total variable expenses, 90,720. Okay, so this makes it easier. So profit, just now we have calculated the profit. Okay, so profit equals to revenue minus variable cost minus fixed cost. Okay, or fixed expense. So your revenue, your total revenue is 154,320, 154,320 minus your variable expense 90,720 minus your fixed expense, which is given in the question, 42,000. So minus 42,000, you will get, hold on now. So 154,320 minus 90,720 minus 42,000. At the end of the day, you will get $21,600. Okay, $21,600. So this is your profit. Okay, so you have to compare your current profit and your forecast profit. Okay, so how to do that? Look at the question. The question asks you whether to, what is the effect? Okay, what is the effect? What effect is likely to change to have on the break-even point? So if you can see that your break-even point from 1680 become 1585. So what you can say is, okay, the break-even point has fallen from, what is the original figure? 1680, has fallen from 1680 units to 1585 units. Okay, so this is the effect for break-even point. And they ask for the effect for profit. So you tell me that the profit has, if you look at your profit, your previous profit is 18,000. Previously you make a profit of 18,000. Now your profit is 21,000. So 18,000 and 21,000, your profit has gone up, okay? Has increased. So the profit has increased by, has increased from $18,000 to 21,600. So they're asking for you, they're asking what are the effect when I come up with this new proposal. So you must tell me what happened to your break-even point. You must tell me that your break-even point has gone down and your profit has went up. Okay, from how much to how much? You need to tell me. Okay, so this is how you do question number 16 from page 61.